Right guys, got myself a bit of scrap alley, make my template, just check it. Basically I want to do that before I sacrifice a whole piece of material and it don't work. I can use this, just a pair of the old welding clamps, just to bend it. It's only thin, 0.5. You could use paper, you could use card, you could use anything that'll retain the pattern for the angle. So I'll go up, have a little play and see. Basically I'm trying to make a slight sled, so if the rain hits it, it just runs into the gully on the roof and runs either way. It doesn't shower in this way. So let's get up and have a fiddle and see what we can work out. Right guys, I've got a basic pattern just there. I've already decided I'm going to shorten it slightly this way because I've got my 20mm flat. I can afford to lose 2-3 mil, obviously taking in consideration the folds. So we'll have a look, see if you can see. I might have to shuffle the ladder along, but that's the sort of thing. You can see not too well. Go up here. So it's basically on here, slight angle, that's all it wants, just enough. Like I say, I might extend this bit here just a bit more and shorten this just to make it easier to get in. Now I can't hook it in and push it up, I'm going to have to feed it from that end and go this way, because that end you've obviously got the piece that drops down. So yeah, I can only bend 4 foot, so it's most probably going to be 2 and a bit pieces. I'm not too worried about that. If it gets rid of percentage of the water, I'm happy with that. So let me pull it out. There's nothing too fancy. There's basically my angles. Look, it's next to no angle there, and then my angle there. So next thing is then we'll cut it out, we'll fold it up, we'll try it. If it works, then we can paint it, then fit it. Like I say, it doesn't need to be anything too thick. It's whatever I've got kicking around really. So let's get on with it. Right, morning guys. Day 2. Apologies for the light. I'm not sure whether the GoPro actually likes the light too much. Run out of time yesterday. Started making the closure panels. You most probably see in the video from earlier. It's the continuation from this. Let me turn if I can a little bit. Started doing the closure panels. Made a couple of templates. Had a little bit of a change to it. But basically the material I'm using obviously is this thin aluminium. As you can see, there's no real stability to it. By the time I've obviously put a fold in it, put the angle on it, and I've actually put a bead in the center just to give it a bit of stiffness, because obviously the last thing I want is to be going down the motorway or anything and getting loads of vibration and flapping and stuff. So I've made 2. I've got the middle one to make, but I'll just show you this one so far, and then obviously I've got an extra fold to put on it and then run it through the bead roller. But I'll spin you around onto the table and you can see. Excuse the mess. Got a lot of things going on. So basically, I don't know whether you can see. Cut it out on a gilly. I've only got a small 4 foot folder. I don't know whether you can tell so much. I've basically angle folded and then my profile there. And then I've put the bead just in the centre, 200 from each end. Basically that's the bit that's sat like that, so the rain's going to run down. But as you can see now, there's no real flex or anything in that. So the time this is then fixed underneath, and then obviously it's fixed along there, That's going to have an extra fold on that. I've basically given myself extra material in case I've got any shrinkage when I've done that, but I didn't get any, but that's firmed it right up. So this, I need another fold on there. That'll then actually give me a nicer edge, because at the moment it's just cut edge. Once you fold it, you give yourself a rounded edge. Then that'll give me, this is then obviously longer than what I need. I can fold that to make it a snugger fit. Same that end, obviously fold this in ways and then bead sealer along that. Fold that in ways and bead sealer along that. Don't want to fold it this way because obviously when the rain comes down, it's just going to get inside there and cause a problem. With it folded inside on itself, when the rain comes down and then runs down this bit, because obviously it's going to be fitted, it's fitted like that, so the rain will run down and run down there. It's rounded and it's just going to run into the roof gully, and then it can go either way. So I'll carry on folding and fiddling with it, and then we'll get them up in there. It's a little bit drizzly today. Let me spin you around. Sorry, a little bit drizzly today. I'm trying to keep this down, you know, as much as I can. Want to get them drive fitted. Obviously there's going to have to be a little inter panel in between, because like I said, I can only do 1200. I've not got an 8-foot folder. I can't even fit an 8-foot folder in here, to be honest. So I've only got the small one. There'll need to be an inter panel, which I've got a little bit left over. I'll just dry run it up there, and then I can worry about painting it all and stuff, then fitting it. So we'll get back when she's up there in place. Right guys, that's how it's basically gonna fit. You can see the other one's down there. Just got to make a 3-foot inter panel to go in between. Right guys, sorry for the light again. My little temporary booth, bit cold, got to put the heating on. Basically I've done a dry fit on all the panels. All the panels are ready. I've given them a key and a clean off. So basically a key you just go over with a bit of sandpaper, 500 grit, just gone over. Then I've degreased them. That part of it, obviously this is only a thing, if you're doing any sort of painting, prep is the key thing. The paint and everything is just your finish coat. If you haven't prepped right, cleaned them right, then it'll show in the paintwork. These are only cover panels, so I'm not overly bothered, but got them hanging there, don't know if you can see them. So I'm going to chuck some heat on in here, go and get mix up some etch primer, prime them up, and then I'm just going to, the colour, I'm literally going to mix it with a lacquer and fire it on the top. You can see how cold it is. It's not freezing, I think it's 6-7 degrees. It'll soon warm up in here with the heater on. As I say, give it a blast, bosh some colour on, undercoat first, then some colour, and go from there. So catch in with me later. Right guys, hopefully you can hear me. I've just undercoated them, and then I've just stone chipped them on top. I wasn't going to, but I found I had a can of stone chip, so I've stone chipped them as well, because that will help with vibration and stuff also. So I'll give you a quick turn around and you can have a look. So it's warming in here at the moment, don't think you can see too well, but I've chucked stone chip on there also. So I'll let that stone chip go off, and then tomorrow I'll give it a top coat, bit of colour with some lacquer, just to sort of blend it in. But I mean, I could leave them like that because part of the roof rack was black and I painted it the same colour as the van, but they rot out really quickly on them Rhino roof racks. So we'll leave it here, come back in the morning, we'll have a look, see what she looks like. Right, morning guys. Cool, light's bright. I don't know whether I need a filter, if anyone can advise me if I need a filter or something on there. I think it's day 3. run out of time yesterday again, got called out to work, so give it a quick spin. Basically I've primed them, flattened them back, put some stone chip on there. I don't know if I've already mentioned this. If I have, then skip forward. But yeah, I've stone chipped it. Now I'm going to give it a top coat. It's nice and dry. Like I say, that stops any real noise as well, and it gives it a little bit more protection, if you like, because it's like a rubbery stuff. So yeah, let me spin you around. So I'm going to fire a top coat on. Like I say, it's just single pack lacquer. I'm just going to add the colour into it. I ain't going to bother putting the colour on and lacquer on the top. I'll just do it in one. Doesn't matter. It's only, like I say, it's only a drip seal really. So let me get the heat on in here, get stuff set up. I'll give it a coat and then we'll come back and see. It should be a sort of flaky colour with hopefully a bit of a shine. So check back in a minute. Right guys, top coat done. Hopefully you can see it's a little bit shinier now. The light's a bit pony in here. So gonna leave this in it to dry. Hopefully it's supposed to be dry tomorrow, so we can get them fitted. Because like I said, got to go up the Midlands on Saturday, so it'll be a good test. See if we get any vibration. Hoping not. Hoping everything would have dried in time. Like I say, I'm going to bond both edges with Sikaflex because there's a gap, which I'll show you tomorrow. Right, morning guys. Panels painted. Time to get them fitted up there. There they are. All painted. All looking good. We'll get them up there. See what it looks like. All done. There we go. You can't really tell from the front, to be honest. You see a little bit of it. I'll show you from the back. I'm going to have to cut most of this out. It basically looks like that, if you can sort of tell. I've put stainless steel fixings in there. It's pretty darn rigid. So it's fitted on there. And then that's how it is all the way along there. Oh yeah, I've left my sealer gun up there, but not leave that up there. So yeah, please just punch for that. Give it a test tomorrow morning. Like I say, up to Midlands, we'll see if it rattles and slaps about. Next job, going to put some lights around the outside because it's pitch black out here at night. The amount of times I've nearly hit the gate and stuff. So that's it for me. Like, subscribe, leave a comment if anyone decides to watch it, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.